Yoga Club. Hello and welcome to Yoga Club. Yes, love is in the air. As Valentine's Day is nearly here, the suspense. Your love is something to be shared every day, but on Valentine's we can really enjoy telling everyone that we love them. We are starting with a story all about love, which I hope inspires you. I'll see you after with some loved up hellos and shout outs. Big lovely cuddles and kisses to you. Hello everyone, welcome to Cosmic Kids. I'm Jaime and this is your place for yoga, stories and fun. It's easy, just copy the moves I do and enjoy the adventure. Now we always start in the same way, and that's by sitting on our bottoms and crossing our legs and bringing our hands together at our hearts and saying our secret yoga code word, which is Namaste. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. There. Now we're ready to begin. And today we've got a special episode. We're doing Disney's movie Frozen. So we're off to Arendelle to meet a pair of princesses called Elsa and Anna. Let's get ready for the snow with a hello snow. We stand up and reach up to the snow, saying, hello snow. Then we fold all the way forwards, bending our knees a little bit if we need to say hello to the frost. Ready? Hello, frost. We step one leg back behind us, big long step, and we pretend to be an ice skater. Then we step our other leg back and come down onto our bellies, where we wiggle our shoulders all the way up, pretending to be a little snow snake. We tuck our toes and lift our bottoms up to the sky, where we woof like a little husky dog. Woof, 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 woof. We lift up one of our legs like a happy tail and we put it between our hands, where we pretend to be an ice skater again. We step our other leg forwards and we say hello to the frost. Hello, frost. Then we reach up to the snow and say to the snow, hello, snow. Now, Elsa was born with magical powers. Step one leg forward and one leg back. Bend your knee and stretch your arms. She could make ice. Zoo! And jump your feet the other way. And frost. Zoo! And lift your arms above your head and snow. Zoo! At will. Now Anna and Elsa were sisters, but they were also the very best of friends. Arms wide, wrap your arms around, giving yourself a great big hug. One night the two girls were in bed, sitting on your bottoms. Bend your knees, feet flat, hands behind you. Lift up your bottoms, making a bed shape. But Anna couldn't sleep. The northern lights were keeping her up. She convinces her sister to come downstairs to play. The two girls tiptoe, 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 tiptoe quietly down the stairs, where Elsa gets into position, leg forward, leg back, arms stretched. She makes the whole great hall covered in ice. Jump your feet the other way, making it into a winter wonderland. The two girls decide to build a snowman. Sitting on your bottoms, hug your knees and tuck your chin in so you don't bonk your head when you roll back. They roll up a big snowball. Ready? All the way back. Ooh, ooh. And another one for the head. Ooh, ooh. Then they build him. Standing up, draw your heels together and bend your knees. Bring your arms above your head, joining your fingers over your head, making a snowman. They decide to call him Olaf. And Olaf likes warm hugs. The girls have a lot of fun, ice skating around the Great Hall. Taking one foot forward and one foot back, bend your knee. Now see if you can balance. Ooh. Can you do the other way? Turning all the way around, drop down to your knee and try the other side. Woo! It's fun ice skating in the Great Hall. Anna loves jumping. Coming to stand in the middle, let's do a big jump. 1, 2, 3, whee! And Elsa uses her magic to make her jump higher. 1, 2, 3, whee! But oh no, Elsa slips and the magic hits Anna in the face. She crumples to the ground, collapsing into a snowy heap. The king and queen ride on horses to save their daughter. Put one foot forward, lifting your arms up, and tuck your back toes. Swapping your legs over now, put your other foot forward. Elsa follows on behind on her horse. Tuck your back toes. And because of her sadness at what she has done to her sister, she leaves behind her a trail of ice and snow. They reach the land of the trolls. Sitting on your bottoms, cross your legs. Grand Pabby sits and uses magic to reverse the curse of Elsa's magic on Anna. He rubs her ears. He rubs her jaw. And he places his hands on her head, removing from her memory all knowledge of her sister's powers, what she has done. Elsa huddles herself up. She feels so bad for what she has done to her sister and promises never to let her feelings, let her powers show again. Back at the castle, she keeps herself away from her sister and her parents. Standing up, take your legs wide, arms wide. But as she gets older, her powers get stronger, starting to spin now. They get stronger and stronger as she grows up. She has to start wearing gloves. Take your arms wide and turn your toe to the side. Stretch out over your front leg. Take your hand down to your shin and reach up with your other hand, making a gloved hand. Then turning the other way, come back up to stand, turn your toe the other way. Reaching forward, touching your shin, reach up with your other hand up to the sky with a gloved hand. Elsa's father teaches her a mantra, coming down to kneel. A mantra is something you say to yourself to make your mind stronger. Elsa turns her hands over to receive the power of her mantra. Conceal it, don't feel it, don't let it show. But nothing seems to stop her powers from growing stronger. Around her 18th birthday, the king and queen set sail on a boat. Sitting on your bottoms, lift up one foot, lift up two, lift up one hand, lift up no hands, and give me a wave. Yay! But there is a dreadful storm at sea, and the boat capsizes, meaning it turns upside down. Extend your legs long, lie back, take your arms wide, and lift up your legs. Very tragically, the king and queen are killed at sea, lowering your legs all the way down. Elsa is next in line to the throne. Coming up to stand, using chair pose for our throne, bending your knees and sweep your arms up high into chair pose. It's the day of the coronation, and Elsa stands with her hands behind her back, bows all the way forwards to receive the crown on her head. She stands up tall and, removing her gloves, holds the scepter and the ball. She holds her breath. Holding all of her powers inside, she can't let them show, not now. She holds her breath for just long enough to put them down and take a big breath out. She did it. She didn't let anyone see. Later, there's a party, and Anna and Elsa get talking again. Along the way comes the Duke of Wesselton. Turning to the side, seeing if you can hold your elbows behind your back. Take one leg forward, he bows forward, revealing his rather funny hair. Ooh, hello, Queen Elsa. I wonder if I could have this dance. Well, Elsa doesn't really want to dance with him, so Anna has to instead. Bringing one hand above your head for your coxcomb and your other hand to your tail for your tail feather. The Duke of Wesselton moves like a chicken with the face of a monkey, coming all the way down, ready to jump like a monkey. 1, 2, 3. Anna thinks he's rather sprightly for a man in heels. Standing all the way up, turn to the side. Now lift up your arms and lift up onto your tippy-tippy tiptoes, trying not to wobble. Later that night, Anna gets talking to Prince Hans of the Southern Isles. Sitting down, take your legs around to the side in Mermaid Pose. Take your hand onto your knee and look over your shoulder. Now, Prince Hans only really wants to get close to Anna because he wants to take over the throne of Arendelle. But later that night, he says to Anna, "Can I say something crazy? Will you marry me?" Anna is so flattered. Take your legs around to the other side. Hold onto your knee. Take your hand behind you. Look over your shoulder. Look back to the front. She says, "Can I say something crazier?" "Yes." But Elsa will not, cannot give her blessing. She stands. She forbids them to marry in such haste. The two girls argue. And then, stepping one leg forward, one leg back, bend your knee, arms stretch. Elsa's powers are revealed. Shoo! Jump your feet the other way. Shoo! She covers the party in ice and frost and snow, showing everyone what she can do. Panicked, she flees up the mountain, taking big steps as she goes. Big step. And another one. Big step. As she goes, the wind howls. Legs wide, fingers in front of your mouth. Blow your fingers around and around. Ready? An eternal winter is cast over the kingdom. At the top of the mountain, Elsa, she lets everything go as she casts off restraint. She sings, "Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway." She builds an ice palace. Arms wide, take them up and over your head. Jump your feet together, because Elsa brings back to life her and Anna's old friend, Olaf the snowman. Bend your knees and join your fingers. And remember, I like warm hugs. Oh, that's nice that she's got a friend up the mountain. Anna sets off in search for her sister and goes to the shops, to the store to buy supplies. Here she meets Kristoff, the Iceman, who chops ice for a living. Turn to the side, take your legs wide. Crisscross your fingers behind your back and stretch them out. Now, let's chop some ice. 1, 2, 3, chop! And up. 1, 2, 3, chop! And up. Now, Kristoff has a rather lovely loyal friend called Sven. Sitting on your bottoms, your legs out long. Sven is a reindeer. Bend your knee and take your foot over your other leg. Give it a hug and stretch all the way around behind you in a twist. Now, Sven rather likes catching snowflakes with his tongue. Let's do it on the other side too. Stretch those legs long. Hug the other knee in now and take that foot over to the other side. Hug that knee in and twist round behind you, catching some more snowflakes on this side. Anna convinces Kristoff and Sven to take her up the mountain to find Elsa in their sled. Lying on your tummies, take your feet towards your bottom and reach around and see if you can find your feet. Then you're going to smell the snow. Ready? Off they go in the sled. but on the way, they're attacked by wolves. Take your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift yourself up, lift your bottom up to the sky and howl like a wolf. Oh! They manage to escape, but the sled falls down a ravine, walking your feet towards your hands, then slowly rolling all the way up. They must continue their journey on foot. They come to a magical-looking forest full of trees. Bring one foot on top of the other and your hands together at your heart. Now grow your magical tree up tall. Now, these trees are dangling with the most beautiful jingly-jangly icicles. I wonder if I blow your tree, what noise it might make. I'll have a go. You stay tall and strong. Here I come. Doopy-doopy-doo. Wow, what a lovely sound you just made. Let's try the other side. I wonder what sound you'll make on that side. Coming back, let's bring our other foot on top now and our hands together at our hearts. Grow our trees up super duper tall and let me try this side now. You stay tall and strong. I'll give you a blow. Ready? Doopy-doopy-doo. Wow, what an amazing sound that was. Now, in this magical forest, Anna, Kristoff and Sven come across Olaf the snowman. Join those heels together, bend those knees and join your hands. He introduces himself, telling them, I like warm hugs. They ask if Olaf can take them up the mountain to where Elsa is hiding in her palace because they need her to bring back summer. At the mention of summer, Olaf says, I just don't know why. I just love the idea of summer, of sun, of all things hot. He raises his arms into the sky as he says, in summer. He takes them up the mountain to find Elsa, where the girls reunite. Wrap your arms around yourself. Coming down onto one knee, join your hands together and bring them in between your eyes. Anna begs Elsa to come back to Arendelle and to remove the curse of the winter. Elsa is terrified she is going to show her powers, and in her terror, sure enough, stretching your leg long, your arms wide, her powers do come out. Choo, choo, choo. Other side, jump your feet. Choo, choo, choo. This time, they hit Anna in the heart. Elsa can't believe what she's done, and so she creates a giant snow creature called Marshmallow to make them go away, folding all the way forwards, taking hold of your ankles. Marshmallow says, go away. Kristoff, Sven, Anna and Olaf run. But Kristoff notices something. Jump your feet wide, pitter-patter on your head. Anna's hair is changing colour. It's turning white. Something is very, very wrong. He takes Anna to see the trolls. Sitting on your bottoms, cross your legs, where Grandpappy explains. Anna's heart has been frozen, and only an act of true love can thaw a frozen heart. Kristoff wastes no time. He rides on Sven like a horse. Coming up, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, back toes tucked, arms up high. Swapping your legs over now, turning your other foot forward, tuck those back toes, reach up with those hands. He rides like the wind back to Arendelle, where Prince Hans of the Southern Isles, Anna's one true love, will be able to save her. Meanwhile, at the Ice Palace, where Elsa is, legs wide, arms above your head, Prince Hans and the Duke's men are on their search for Anna, and they've found Elsa. Elsa sets Marshmallow on them. Leaning all the way forward, he tries to fend them off. Go away! But the Duke's men have arrows and bows. Sitting on your bottoms, legs long. They fire with their crossbows, pulling your foot all the way back, aiming at Elsa to try and shoot her down. 1, 2, 3, shoo! They try on the other side as well, lifting up your crossbow. This time, though, the crossbow, the arrow, hits the ice chandelier right above where Elsa is standing. 1, 2, 3, shoo! Now lying on your backs, take your arms wide and your legs up high, making the ice chandelier in candle pose. As the arrow hits the ice chandelier, it comes crashing down, knocking Elsa unconscious. Bend your knees, turn them to the side, turn your hands over and taking your head in the opposite way. Prince Hans takes Elsa captive, imprisoning her in the dungeons of the castle in Arundel. She huddles up. He then traps her hands with all that power, into metal shackles. Crossing your legs, put your hands into those metal shackles, leaning down towards your forearms. He asks Elsa, please, please, make the winter go away, but she confesses that she just doesn't know how. Meanwhile, Princess Anna, with her fast freezing heart, crawls back into the kingdom. She needs to find Prince Hans quickly before she freezes entirely. She crawls on her belly, wiggling herself into the room where Prince Hans is waiting for her. She begs him to kiss her. That true love's kiss will save her now. He sits back on his heels, kneeling up, looking at Anna, and he tells her, no, I can't kiss you because I don't love you. It won't save you. I only wanted to marry you so that I could get closer to the throne. And he puts out the fire. Come high up onto your knees and spread your arm wide behind you, putting out the fire. And the other way, spread the other arm wide too. Then he stands up, turns his back, locks the door and leaves, charging Elsa with treason for Anna's death. Elsa is back in her cell, and she uses every last ounce of her power to blast her way out. After 3, we're going to do a big jump and a boom. Ready? Ice blast. 1, 2, 3, boom! Elsa escapes out onto the fjord, into the blizzard. 1 leg forward, bend your knee, protecting herself with her arm against the fierce, fierce snow. Turning herself the other way, turning your legs the other way, bend your front knee and put that arm in front of your head to protect yourself on the fjord. Back in the castle, Olaf finds the room where Anna is trapped. Joining your heels together, bend your knees, hands above your head. But he needs to get in. The door is locked, so he removes his carrot nose. Hands in front of you and he puts it in the lock. And it opens. But inside, poor Anna, she's freezing to death. Quickly, he comes to the fire, building a lovely, lovely log fire, crossing your legs, leaning all the way forward, and making it come to life with your fingers like crackly flames. Oh, he nearly loses his own arm into those flames as well. He gets Anna warm and he tells her that Kristoff is in love with her and that he will be able to save her. But, Olaf, your face is melting.
Olaf holds his face. He must get out of this warm room really fast, otherwise he'll melt entirely.
The window pops open, standing all the way up, folding all the way forwards, opening the window. Whoop. They head out onto the fjord to find Kristoff to save Anna. Out on the fjord, Prince Hans, standing with his legs on and arms out wide, finds Queen Elsa. He tells her that she has killed her sister, Anna. Hearing this, Elsa collapses to the ground in grief. It's all her fault, and now her sister is dead. Coming up to sit As she does this, the whole of the winter suddenly ceases. The storm stops. And in that moment, Anna and Christoph can see each other across the fjord. Joining your fingers and thumbs together, have a look through. They start running towards each other, but then Anna sees Prince Hans raising his sword above his head, about to bring it down on her sister Elsa. She can't let him do this, so she jumps into the way. Turn your foot to the side, bend your back knee and protect Elsa with your hand. Reach your other hand up. She says, "Stop!" As she does this, she freezes entirely. In that moment, the sword comes crashing down on her hand and splinters into a million smithereens. Prince Hans jumps back. Anna has frozen solid. Elsa slowly stands up to see her sister completely frozen. She wraps her arms around her sister, crying in grief for what she has done. As she does this, slowly, Anna begins to thaw. The ice starts to melt. As she comes back to herself, she realises that by standing in the way of Prince Hans and protecting her sister, that was an act of true love. And in that moment, Elsa realises that love is the way to control her powers. She raises her arms up to the sides, and all sign of winter disappears as the sun and the spring and the summer come through. This is what she needs, love. Olaf, bringing your feet together, your heels together, bend your knees, join your fingers above your head, is made a little flurry, a personal flurry of snowflakes to keep him eternally in the winter. Crisscross your fingers, take them behind your head. Flurry, 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 flurry. Anna and Christoph share a kiss, coming down to your knees. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Anna and Elsa, once again, are the best of friends. Arms wide, stretch them round yourself, wrapping yourself in a hug. And Elsa promises to keep the castle gates open. Leg to the side, arm up high, lean all the way over. Whoop. And switching sides, knees together, leg out to the other side, arm up to the sky. Ooh. She will never close these gates again. Well, we're ready for a little rest, and we've just spied the sled. This is Christoph's new sled, so we go and have a nice rest in it. We lie down. Oh, it's so comfy and cosy. We put our bodies all the way down on the soft, comfy blankets, and we let our bodies go. We relax back, hearing those words of Elsa's song. Let it go. Let it go. We are one with the wind and the sky. As we lay here, we bring our hands to our heart, and inside that heart we can feel the warmth, a warmth which is love. And we know the power of that love, what it means to share it. How when we share our love, we spread warmth. We spread something really special. With all that love inside, we will share with our friends and our family, with everyone we know, all the love we have. And from sharing it, there will be more love. Now it's time to slowly come back. We take our arms down by our sides and wiggle our fingers and our toes to thaw them out. We stretch our arms up high above our heads and our legs long, making ourselves into a long popsicle shape. Then we draw our knees into our chest. hugging them in tightly and rolling over like a little snowball. Ooh. Then we come up to sit and we cross our legs, bringing our hands together at our hearts. And we finish just the way we started, with our secret yoga code word, which is Namaste. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. There. Well done, everyone. That was amazing. I loved doing the story of Frozen with you. I hope you enjoyed it too. I'll see you again soon for another Cosmic Kids adventure. Bye-bye. Well, I am feeling the love after that. Now I'm ready to open my arms and offer out some wonderful, lovely hellos. First to Olive, who is 7 and from Brooklyn, New York. I'm so glad you are still loving doing your Cosmic Kids each day, Olive. And we do have a Sleeping Beauty yoga adventure ready and waiting for you on the Cosmic Kids app. Go and check it out and give it a try. A big love-filled hello to Hannah, who is 11 and reckons she would have gone insane had it not been for doing her yoga with Cosmic Kids. Well, I am very glad to hear it's helped you so much, Hannah. Thanks for the ideas to do a Percy Jackson and the Olympians and a Black Beauty yoga adventure. Amazing, such classic stories. Sending loads of love to you. More hellos to come after the next video, which will deepen the love even more. Ah, Suki and Scott are brother and sister, and a pair of very colourful socks. So let's begin in our sock pose. Coming to lie on our backs, we take our arms down by our sides and we lift our feet up to the sky. They live in the sock drawer, and when they aren't on someone's feet, they get bundled up together. Let's bundle up like a pair of socks. Coming up to sit on our bottoms, hugging our knees into our chest, wrapping them round with our arms and maybe lifting our toes off the ground to balance. Very good. Mostly they get along, and though Suki loves her brother, even when he's a bit stinky, she has big dreams to have adventures and to explore. One day, Suki is daydreaming in the sock drawer. She lies like a lounging lazy butterfly, sitting up with the soles of our feet together, our knees out wide. We take our hands behind our bottoms and shift our hips forwards as we walk slowly down onto our backs, our arms down by our sides in our lazy butterfly pose. Suki tells Scott, "I want to travel the world. I want to go to all the places a sock can go, like the Sockerfeller Plaza, the Sock and Roll Hall of Fame, and visit the Great Sock of Gibraltar." Let's try our spider pose. Coming up to stand, everyone. Taking our feet a little bit wider, we bend our knees nice and deep and take our hands, putting them in between our feet. Now we ticker, ticker, ticker them round the outsides and we walk our feet in towards each other, bringing our big toes to touch in our spider pose. No one really bothers me here, so I can relax, spend my time on the web. Just watch out for the cat. The cat, unravelling our arms and legs and coming up to stand. While Scott lies like a lonely sock on a pile of clean clothes. Let's come into our sock pose again. Coming to lie on our backs, arms by our sides, legs up in the air. He misses Suki and wonders whether he'll ever see her again. Then he hears a cry for help. It's Suki! Sitting up, legs long, arms by our sides, alert. Suki needs help. I need help. Scott needs a team. He gently, our arms and our legs feeling heavy as we melt into the ground. Oh, what a story about Suki and Scott, the socks. And some of us have brothers and sisters, and yes, We can annoy each other, get on each other's nerves, have disagreements. But really, underneath all of that, we love each other. And we will always be there for one another. Let's take a moment now to think about our brother or sister or both. Or if we don't have any brothers or sisters, think about someone you live with. How special and important you are to one another. And how thankful you are for having one another. Slowly now we begin to wake up, wiggling our toes, wiggling our fingers, hugging our knees into...
Oh, how lovely was that? I hope you enjoyed it. More shout outs now, and remember you can get your shout out by emailing me at yogaclub@cosmickids.com. I will read your message and make sure to put you in one of our yoga clubs. You just have to watch out and listen for your shout out. It will happen. I want to say a big hello to Nix's nieces, Chloe, who is being super brave right now, going through chemo, and her older sisters, Tilly and Lulu. I'm so glad to hear you enjoyed all your Cosmic Kids over the holidays together. I can feel the love from you guys. And a hello to Lily, who is now 5 and lives in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Lily, I love your idea for a yoga story about a girl who loved wild horses and it being about a Native American girl. I'm so glad you enjoy your yoga and the poses help you so much. One more shout out to come after this.
Zen Den! Hello everyone, welcome to the Cosmic Kids Zen Den. I'm Jaime and this is your place for a few moments of blissful peace to feel all calm and relaxed. First, let's get comfy. Sitting on our bottoms with our legs crossed, we bring our hands to our knees and take a big deep breath. That's better. Now let's get the Zen Den ready so we can really enjoy it. We need some music. Ooh, look at all of these we get to pick from. Let's choose some that help us feel all lovely and calm. The sound of fluffy clouds. A light rain. And a flute. Yes, perfect. Now for the smell. Ooh, what have we got here? Wow, look at these. Onion smell? Banana smell? Oh, yes, let's smell the popcorn. Ah, so yummy and marvellous. And today we're going to make mind movies, so popcorn is perfect. It can be fun to make movies in our minds. And it's not as hard as we think. There are just a few little steps we need to take to get ourselves ready. And then we'll be watching our very own movie screen in our head with our eyes closed. It's a bit like dreaming, but you're really awake. So, here's how we do it. We need to get really comfy. Our bodies need to be totally relaxed. Now I'm going to sit with my legs crossed so I can keep an eye on you. But if you want to do it properly, I mean full Zen Den style, you can lie back and lay your arms down by your sides and close your eyes. You decide how to make yourself as comfy as possible. I'll count to 10 to give you some time to get settled. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done, everyone. Now we're ready. We take deep and long breaths all the way in, filling our bellies, and all the way out with a sigh. Ah. We do a couple more of those, all the way in and all the way out. And slowly we start to feel that lovely melty feeling of relaxation. Keeping your eyes closed helps you feel like you're in the movie theatre, where it's dark, so you can really see the pictures on the screen, right there in your mind. Let's get our movie started with some pictures. I'll call out the words, and let's see if you can see the picture that matches the word just in your head. Don't worry if it doesn't happen straight away. Keep going, and it will start eventually. Sometimes we have to practice a bit before we get the hang of something. Here we go. With your eyes closed, you can see a blank space, all black and dark. Now you see an apple, a bright green and red apple. Yes, there it is. Now you can see a red fire truck, a shiny red fire truck. Wow. Now you see a Christmas tree with its twinkling lights sparkling. So pretty. Now you see a butterfly. You can see its wings. It has the most beautiful coloured wings. Now you see a door. Looking at your door, what type of door is it? Is it a large wooden one? What colour is it? You look at your door and see the handle too. You reach forward and put your hand on the handle and feel it on your hand. What does the handle feel like? You know that when you open this door, it will lead you to a place where you feel really happy and safe. Go on, go ahead and open it. There is your special place. In the movie of your mind, what do you see? Breathe in deeply and feel what you feel. Breathe out slowly and enjoy being here in your mind movie. You can come back here to this place whenever you need. Now it's time to come back, to return from your little mind movie. I'll count to 10 and slowly you can come back to where you started, feeling much more calm and settled. 1, 2, 3. Wiggle your fingers. 4, 5, 6. Wiggle your toes. 7, 8, 9. Take a nice big stretch. 10. Come up to sitting with your legs crossed. Well done. Hopefully you saw some of those pictures in your mind and maybe even found a lovely place behind your door. No worries if not. It can take time to make that happen. Keep up the practice to become a true Cosmic Kids Zen Den master. Bye-bye.
Still the love goes on. And we have one more hello for our yoga club this week to Paul Fenton, who writes on behalf of his 4-year-old who requests a yoga adventure about Middle Earth, specifically about Sauron and Morgoth. Well, that's the first time I've heard that request from someone who is 4. Thanks so much, Paul, for passing on the message. More love to come with the final part of our yoga club, and I'll look forward to our next yoga club where we'll have more shout outs, hellos, requests and birthdays. Bye!
Peace out. Treasure box. Hello, Jaime here. Welcome to Peace Out. Let's get ready by finding a place to sit down or lie back. Get yourself really comfy, making sure you feel snug and warm. Once you're settled, let's begin by tuning into our breath. We always do this, as it helps our body relax and our mind feel clear. See if you can notice your breath coming in and going out. Feel the coolness of the air on your nose as you breathe. If you haven't already, allow your eyes to gently close so you can go inside for a bit. Now imagine there's a little balloon just below your belly button. As you breathe in, the balloon blows up a little. And as you breathe out, it goes flat again. Slowly breathe and enjoy the feeling of your balloon filling up, then emptying out. Breathing in, filling up, breathing out, letting it empty. Well done. Now see if you can imagine a place, a special place that is all yours. This is a place where you feel relaxed. You feel safe here and happy. It could be a room inside a cozy house, a meadow, a forest, by a lake, or on a beach. Wherever it is, go there now in your mind. See yourself in that place right now. Look around. What can you see? What colours are around you? Blue, orange, pink, yellow? Take them all in. Can you hear any sounds? Birds chirruping? The wind blowing gently? Ocean waves? A fire crackling? Listen for the sounds. You touch something and notice how it feels. Is it cool or warm? Here in your place, you feel totally peaceful, happy and safe. You smile to yourself, enjoying your special world. A safe place you can come to wherever you need. A safe place you can come to whenever you need. Here in your place, you have an animal friend. You decide what sort of animal you'd like your friend to be. It can be any animal you like. See if you can imagine it now. It's coming over to you to say hello. You feel very happy to see your animal friend here and follow it as it seems to want to show you something. There's a tree, and leaning against the tree is a shovel, a spade. Your animal friend is very excited and suggests you start digging beneath the tree. Your friend helps you to dig and uncover a black treasure box covered in sparkling jewels. Attached to the box is the key. So you open it. Inside are some of the most special things. Photos of you having the most amazing time. The people you love most in your life. Your favourite snack. And a note written to you from your very own heart. The letter says that you are deeply loved by your family and your friends. You should just expect people to be nice. You don't need to worry about kids who are mean. And most importantly, love yourself. Love yourself. As you sit there with your animal friend, you take in these words that come from your very own heart. Love myself? Yes, you can do this. You look up at the sky and it fills with colour. The colour of love. You decide what colour that is. You breathe your colour in and out. And as you do, you feel love filling your heart. With each breath, more and more your heart fills. As it does, you forgive yourself for being hard on yourself, for saying negative things to yourself, for not being perfect. You have opened the door to love in your heart. Now you can receive love and give love. Take that with you. Fill yourself with love. Listen to your heart and expect people to be nice. Slowly now, we begin to come back from this magical place, saying goodbye to our special animal friend, giving them a hug and feeling them hug you back. We wiggle our fingers and our toes, and we gently open our eyes. Take a moment here before you move anywhere to just notice the feeling you have inside you now. Hopefully you can still feel that sense of love in your heart and enjoy taking it with you into your day. This is Jaime saying peace out.
The Cosmic Kids Yoga Pose Universe. Dancer pose, raising up your arm and taking your other arm to the side like you're a waiter holding a tray. Now lifting up one of your legs and seeing if you can catch your foot in your hand. Start to kick your foot into your hand, standing strong in your standing leg, starting to tilt forward a little bit as you kick your leg. Now dancer pose is great for stretching the whole of the front of your body, opening your chest and your shoulders. It's also good for learning how to balance, especially if you're focusing on a little spot in front of you. It's also good for strengthening your legs and your ankles. Now let's try it on the other side, lowering all the way back down and turning around. Let's reach our other arm up take our hand to the side, catching our foot in our hands and starting, try not to wobble, to focus on a spot in front of you. Now kick your foot into your hand as you learn how to balance, staying strong and still, kicking your foot into your hand, into your wonderful dancer pose. Oh wow, all these beautiful flowers for us. We've made it. We're the stars of the show. Dancer pose.